welcome to my breakfast. I'm finally here in Norway. I'm excited. I'm gonna answer a lot of your questions in this breakfast. So welcome. So first of all, what do we eat for breakfast? Well, we eat, of course, bread. No surprise there. It's true, we eat a lot of bread for breakfast, mainly just bread, and then we put different things on it. I prefer to eat with eggs. A lot of people prefer jam or ham, and also we have a kind of a cheese in Norway, which is like a white cheese like that. White cheese, what it's called. So it's like, depends what we put on the bread. We all normally have it with coffee. Yes, it's true, we drink a lot of coffee here in Norway. Come on, what do you expect? We have 1 hour of light in the winters, come on. And then we have apple juice. It's really common to have a juice in the morning. And then, yeah, that's the normal thing to have for breakfast in Norway. Right, so another question I got was, how does a Norwegian day look like? I'm gonna explain now in general. I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but more or less, a lot of people do like this. So they wake up around maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. They have breakfast, the things I just explained with bread with something on it. Then we go to work, normally with car or public transportation. Mostly car is really normal, really common. Then we go to work. We have lunch normally around 11 o'clock. The question is, what do we eat for lunch? What do you think we eat for lunch? So normally for lunch we eat again a bread. Brødskive, bread, okay? We eat that with some stuff on it we bring from home. Normally, some people bring maybe even like some warm food or something, like pasta or something, but it's really not common. If people open like a box of pasta and you like at your work, like people are like, what the hell are you doing? It's not that normal. So normally we bring also bread for lunch, okay? Then we work for some more hours, maybe until like 3-4 o'clock normally. Then we go home, driving or transportation, whatever. Then we go home. Normally what people is doing, I'm not gonna say for everyone, but like general thing. It's really difficult to say what everyone's doing, but they go home, maybe relax a little bit, have a snack, fruit or something, and then they have dinner around 5 or 6 o'clock. So it's pretty early, right? Then after dinner, it's time to do something that you like, your hobbies. You go to the gym, you go to a club like for a meeting or something, okay? Not like a nightclub. You do something with your friends, whatever. It's like that's the time to do that, all right? Maybe you go to like some kind of training, you do squash, whatever, that's that time. Then until like 9 o'clock or something, then we go home. Then we have kveldsmat, which is like supper, okay? It's like night food before we go to sleep. And what do we eat then? Well, we eat again bread. You must think like we're crazy to eat bread, but it's really true. We eat so much bread. I'm actually a little bit worried for the health because I don't know how healthy it is. Especially been to some other countries. I've seen how they do it there. They eat for sure better food, but yeah. So in general, the food here is it's not something to brag about. I'm not gonna say we're like a food nation, okay? So it's gonna be, if you go to Norway, maybe you're gonna get a little bit bored of the food because yeah, it's pretty boring food here. That's for sure, okay? Then after like kveldsmat, we normally go to sleep around, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, depends, like, cases. But yeah, like that can be like a general thing, how a Norwegian day would look like. Oh, another great question I got was, is it really normal for Norwegians to go to the nature? I would say, yeah, it's pretty normal. We obviously have a lot of beautiful nature here. It's really common to of course, we take advantage of that. Especially in the weekends, it's really normal to have a house, and then we have another kind of like cabin, normally in Sweden or up in the mountains, where we go for the weekend. We go skiing, we go with our families, maybe bring some friends. Yeah, we can do a lot of things there. Maybe we go for a swim, we have a boat there, we do something like that, okay? So it's really common, we go, yeah, for nature. If you don't have a cabin, you go to the mountains, you just go, maybe in the afternoon when you finish work, you go for a hike in the mountains. It's really beautiful because we're lucky. We have a lot of mountains here, it's really beautiful. So yeah, it's true, we go for a lot. We go a lot in the nature. We're really grateful for this, and we're really proud of the nature here because it's, in my opinion, it's really, really beautiful. It's something that I would suggest you to try if you haven't tried it. It's really beautiful. Oh, another good question I got right now was, is it true that Norwegian people become really independent really early? Good question, actually, good question. In my opinion, yeah. We got an ice cube machine here making ice cream. Question I got, is it true that Norwegian people become really independent really early? Really, really good question. So, I would say that yeah, compared to the countries I've been to, it's quite common to go after we finish high school. When we are around 18, 19 years old, we normally go either to another city to study. Like for example, the big cities really common to go to Oslo or Trondheim or Bergen or Tromsø, which are like the biggest university cities. It's really common to go from, maybe you live in a village somewhere, you go to those big kind of cities, okay, to study, okay, at the universities. It's really common to go there when you're 18 and 19. And yeah, normally we get asking also for like where they get the money from. It's actually kind of good because we have in some cases the parents are paying, but we have like from the government we can take a student loan, which are really good benefits that we normally do that to pay for to live there, okay, because the university is for free unless you take a public one. If you take a private one, because all the publics normally are free, and then the only thing you have to pay for is the rent and the food, and the rent in the big cities is quite expensive, so that's why. So for example, like me, I moved to Spain when I was 19, and yeah, so it's quite I would say the culture is really like when you're done with the normally high school, it's common to go out and kind of get your own experiences and move away from your parents, and then you go home in the weekend or something, okay. So yeah, I would say it's quite common to go, it's really common, yeah, mostly common to go out when you're 19 or something like that, to go out to get experiences and become independent, maybe like you consider like an adult then, okay. It doesn't have to be like that, but normally, yeah, it's like that. It was a funny one. One was, how do you like your coffee? Thank you for that question. Thank you so much. I drink it right now. Since I'm in Norway, I drink it black. We drink a ton of coffee in Norway because when we're at work, I'm always like in the machine, like always. We drink maybe, I don't know. I think it average. I'll not even check it. I think it maybe around 10 or 15 cups. I'm not joking. Seriously, I drink so much coffee here. But I like my coffee actually. I'm drinking it black now, but I actually prefer cappuccino. Because when I'm in Italy, because I live in Italy, I like the cappuccino there, like with milk, like cream on top, whatever it's called. So yeah, I like it maybe like more like cappuccino style, but for sure I have no problem drinking black coffee, especially because I'm in Norway, so I'm adapting here. So yeah, thank you for that question. Last question I got was, how is the prices in a supermarket? To answer this one, I was thinking to take you to the supermarket myself. I will record and I just show you some items there from the shops. You can see for yourself how expensive it is. Okay?